Yes, good evening all. Good evening all.
Good evening, sir.
How are you doing?
We are good.
Yes, after a long time.
Yes, sir. Mostly of 1 week, right, sir?
Yes. Yeah. So last class till what we have discussed, which chapter we were going through. Yes, Sira Yogesh is asking something here. The distance between the point this and this is by one of the variables x. Very simple. Uh, Definitely we'll take this question. See, look at this. If the distance between the points this and this, what is the distance between 2 points formula? Square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Distance between 2 points is what? Is 5 given. So what is x2 here? This is x1, x2, y1, y2. So x2 minus x1. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So minus 1 minus 2 whole square plus x minus into minus plus so whole square is equal to 5 here. So how much you get here? Minus 3 whole square, which gives you 9, plus x square plus a square plus b square plus 4x is equal to 5. So squaring on both sides.
We'll take out the root, sir.
Yes, we'll take out the root. So you will remain with what? X square plus 4x plus 13 is equal to 25. So x square plus 4x plus 13 and shift this 25 to the left hand side, it becomes this one. So x square plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. So factorize that. How do you factorize? Splitting middle term. So minus 6x plus 6x minus 2x minus 12 is equal to 0. So x common. So x plus 6 minus 2 common, x plus 6 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 6 or x is equal to 2. This is what your answer.
2.
Any doubts, Yogesh? Yogesh,
Yes, sir.
if the distance between the points, see, basically this is a point here. Let's say that this is a and this is a B point. Distance between these 2 points is how much given? 5 centimeters given. 5 centimeter, what is the unit? You know units. So 5 given, so 5 units. So we know the formula between 2 points. So I used that formula and equated to 5. So for removing the root, I did squaring on both sides. So whenever we have a root, for removing the root, for removal of root, what I have to do? We need to simply squaring on both sides so that I could just avoid the root and get my answer. Here my unknown variable, what is my unknown variable here? X is my unknown variable. We need to find out the value of x. So that is how I can just find it out. Hope it is clear. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in last class, what we were discussing, tell me. Tell me last class what we were discussing, what we discussed in last class. We were discussing the questions, right? We were discussing the questions. And we done with the surface areas and volumes lesson. Any doubts in that lesson? Do you have any doubts in that lesson? Children, make it fast. Any doubts in that lesson? Shall we go for the next question? I mean, next lesson. So
Sure.
let's check into that now. So let us go with our syllabus. This is yours only, right? Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
so just to inform, my school is conducting our pre-boards from day after tomorrow.
Mhm.
Sure, in my school.
Okay, you need any help for that?
So not much. I'm just
No
getting doubt
need,
in
sir. We have
circles.
done with the revision.
Good, okay. So prepare well. If you have any doubts, please come up with that. We'll take an extra classes and clear your doubts. Okay, so look at this here. Quadratic equations we have done. Arithmetic progressions we have finished. Circles we have finished. Constructions we have to done. We have yet to be done. Some applications of trigonometry we have done. Surface areas and volumes we have done. Statistics we have done, I think. Have we done with the statistics, guys? Children, did we finish statistics? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
No. Mean, median, mode, grouped, mode of grouped data. Mean by direct method, assumed mean and assumed mean method only. Okay.
Statistics, we didn't do.
Yes, we didn't do. No problem. So yes, constructions would be very easy actually. Division of a line segment. Division of a line segment in a given ratio. And tangent to a circle from the point outside it. Okay. So tell me which chapter we'll go with now? Statistics or shall we go with the statistics?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Statistics. What about girls? Are you fine with statistics?
Yes, sir.
What about others? I need a response from everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tell me what do you mean by statistics? Tell me what do you mean by statistics? Basically, you have to learn,
Sir, about a particular data.
yes. So look at this here. Statistics is nothing but what? Look at this here. Before getting to the definition of statistics, let us have a look at our syllabus. What to learn, what not to learn. So first, mean, median, and a mode of grouped data. So binomial situation to be avoided here. Okay, no problem. So mean by direct method and assumed mean method only. So we need to find out mean by direct method and assumed mean method only. So basically we need to learn what is mean, what is median, and what is the mode of grouped data, not ungrouped data. Okay. So basically look at this here. What do you mean by first? Let us talk about what do you mean by statistics? Statistics का मतलब क्या होता है? Tell me what do you mean by statistics?
Sir, reviewing about a group of data.
Reviewing about a group of data. Okay, good. Any other answer? Tell me. Study of what? Basically, look at the basic definition. Study of the collection of the data. Study of collection, or study of the collection, not study of collection. A wrong way of study of the collection. Analysis, interpretation, or presentation, and organizing that particular data. Organization, I would write organization of data. Organization of data. Basically, this is a one way of defining a particular. This is a one way of defining the statistics. In other words, if I talk about a simple words in simple language, if we talk about, as told that reviewing the data, as Sira told, as Sira told the definition. In simple words, if I talk about the process of collecting the data and summarizing the data, very simple process of collecting the data and summarizing it. All right, so that is what statistics are all about. Now if I say in another words, look at it, technically if I define, so study of collection, analysis, interpretation, presentation, and organization of the data. So studying of the study of the collection, analyzing it, interpreting it, presenting it, organizing the data is what called as statistics. Basically what we'll be learning about, what we'll be learning about grouped data, ungrouped data, mean, median, mode. All right, so this is what we will be learning, and we'll be learning about variance and standard deviation. So in class 11th, I'm talking about these are the things you'll be learning from your class 11th. But in class 11th, all this stuff you'll be learning. But in class 10th, they have asked you to learn only. Look at this here, only grouped data, not even ungrouped data. Look at this, mean, median, and mode of the grouped data. Grouped data, first let us talk about grouped data and ungrouped data. What exactly the difference between the grouped and ungrouped data? Tell me, anyone of you. First try to understand. Look at this here, grouped data and ungrouped data, दोनों के बीच में डिफरेंस क्या होता है? ग्रुप्ड डेटा मतलब, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ग्रुप्ड डेटा? ग्रुप्ड डेटा का मतलब जो गिवन डेटा होता है ना, टेबल, that given data will be in a tabular form. Ungrouped data will be in a random form. Look at this here. For suppose I'll be having a class interval. Look at this here, class, and a frequency of that. Let's say that class, and let's say that number of students, number of students, and marks of their subjects. Let us say that 5 students got so 60 marks, and 7 students got some 90 marks, 8 students got some 70 marks, like that. So this is basically this I hope it is clear. This is a grouped data. I'm just giving you a data. This is a grouped data. All right, this is a grouped data. And ungrouped data का मतलब क्या होता है? देखो, random given data, some कुछ भी ले लो, 8 6 4 3 2 1 0 -1 and 9 and so on. This is ungrouped data, which means, like, he has given some random numbers over here. Ungrouped, he did not grouped, did not framed in anything. ये grouped का मतलब number of students separate है, and number of marks, I mean like marks of the students is separated here. So basically grouped data का मतलब and ungrouped data का मतलब क्या होता है? Just dividing. Grouped data is nothing but given in a tabular form, and grouped data is nothing but given in a simpler form. There is a basic difference between the grouped data and ungrouped data. Hope it is clear. Any doubts here? Any doubts? Any doubt? Yes or no? Yes.
No doubt, sir.
Basically, he'll be giving a class intervals in grouped data. So now in your syllabus, he's asking us to learn only grouped data, not ungrouped data. Understand? So he's talking about in your syllabus, he's asking us to learn only grouped data, not ungrouped data, which means your term on syllabus he'll be talking about only grouped data, not ungrouped data. All right. But still, we'll learn grouped data and ungrouped data for your competitive purpose. So let us be clear with grouped data concept as well. Yes. So frequency. What do you mean by frequency? We need to talk about one more terminology called see. We just spoken about grouped and ungrouped data. Next terminology is called frequency. What do you mean by frequency? Frequency का मतलब क्या होता है? Number of times the particular observation is repeated or occurs. Simply you write number of times a particular observation particular observation occurs or appears in data. That is what frequency. You might have learned, you might have also learned in your physics, if I'm not wrong. Next, class interval. What do you mean by class interval? Class interval का मतलब क्या होता है? Class interval का मतलब this is a class interval. Now look at this here. This is a grouped data of grouped data. Look at this here. Let me write. Class interval का मतलब in class interval you will be having like upper class and lower class. Let us say that age 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20. The students who got, look at this. And let's say that frequency here. Or not frequency, you say that they have number of balls or toys, number of toys. So 0 to 5 age group people and 0 to 5 age group of student has some 10 toys. These are some 15 toys, 20 toys and 25 toys. These guys having a different number of toys. All right, so now age I just denote with xi and toys I just represent with fi, which is nothing but 15. I mean, like, frequency is nothing but what fi. Toys I'm just representing with the frequency, age I'm just representing the observations. So class intervals, look at this, sir. What is the difference between this table and this table? Can you please tell me here? Here we are having interval, class interval, a range from where to where, 0 to 5. Here I am having range, but here if you're talking about simple number, fixed number. All right. Yes. So basically class interval का मतलब what? Data that can be grouped. Class interval is nothing but what? Look at this. Let us write the definition of the class interval. Data that can be grouped to class interval such that all observations all observations in that range belong to that class. Belong to that class. So basically, if I talk about class width means size of the class. So how can I write? The basic definition is upper class limit minus lower class limit. What do you mean by upper class and lower class here?
The highest value and the
This is the
lowest value.
first one, this is the second one, right? See, 0 is upper class and the 5 is the lower class, something like that. All right, so that is how I can find out the class interval of the particular given data. All right, what do you mean by class interval? Class interval nothing but data that can be grouped into class intervals such that all observations in that range belong to that class. All these observations belong to that particular class. That is what I'm trying to say here. All right, yes. So class width is nothing but what? Upper class minus lower class limit. Upper class limit minus lower class limit. Upper class nothing but the first observation which I have. This is a lower class. Yes. Now we'll talk about mean. What do you mean by mean? What do you mean by mean? Tell me mean. Mean का मतलब क्या होता है? Tell me what do you mean by mean here? Tell me children, mean. What do you mean by mean? How do you define? Mean is nothing but what? Tell me what is the procedure? What do you, hello? Can you hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
Mean का मतलब होता है average, finding average basically. What do you mean? What do you mean by mean here? Mean का मतलब finding an average. Let's say that you have, like, what is the class 10 now? 12 members, right? So you are having 12 members now. 12 students are present here. I'm asking what is the mean of the class? I'm asking that finding the mean of their marks. So how do you find a mean of the particular class? Basically, sum of all student marks divided by total number of marks. I mean total number of children, not marks. Sum of all student marks divided by total number of students. Let's say that sum of all, look at this, 12 members are present here. Now 12 members are present here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 divided by 12. Adding all student marks divided by 12. That is what? Mean. That is how you find out a mean here. Mean is nothing but what? Simply average. How do you find out average? Sum of all observations divided by number of observations. That's how you find an average of the particular data, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Very simple. Guys, for understanding purpose, I just wrote all this stuff here. Yes. Now we'll talk about this is what mean. This is what how to find. Now let us discuss how to find out the mean for grouped data when class interval not given. Look at this here. So this is also a grouped data and this is also a grouped data. Isn't it, children? So both the boxes, both the tables are grouped data only. Do you agree with my point? Yes. Both the data, whatever the data have given here, this table and the below table, this both the tables are what? Grouped data only. But what is the difference? In the first table, class intervals are not given. In the second table, we have class intervals. That is the only difference. Now, how to find mean of how to find out the mean of the data when class intervals given and when class intervals are not given? How to find out that? Let's try to discuss that. One second. First, let us try to write here. Mean का मतलब क्या होता है? Average. You write in the gap. Basically, you write the definition. I mean, I'm writing the formulas now. Mean of, if you have mean of ungrouped data, mean of ungrouped data. Let's say that you are having x1 comma x2 comma x3 dash 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 till x nth observation is mean of this is what? So x bar, I denote mean with x bar, which is nothing but sum of all these observations whole divided by n. All right, this is what the mean of ungrouped data. Now, if I talk about mean of grouped data, mean of grouped data, how to find out?
Sir, there are three methods.
Yes, what are they?
Sir, direct method, assumed mean method, and the final one, I don't know, sir, I forgot.
Step deviation method. But you need to learn only two methods as per your syllabus, which are direct method and assumed mean method. Let's see that. Look at this. Look at this here. You have mean by direct method and assumed mean method. So you don't have step deviation method as per your syllabus. So you don't have step deviation method.
Okay, sir.
For finding mean of grouped data, you have three methods. What are they? Direct method, direct mean method, and assumed mean method. Assumed mean method. And next step you have is step deviation method. As per your syllabus, you need to learn this one and this one, not this one, as per your syllabus. Okay, chalo, we'll talk about, we'll just get into the direct mean method now. What do you mean by direct mean method? direct mean method. What is the formula for direct mean method? Basically, direct mean will be always denoted with x bar. Okay, direct mean. So look at this. The formula is summation of fi into xi divided by summation of all frequencies. This is the formula for finding the mean of grouped data. Okay, all right. Summation of fi into xi. So fi into xi here. What is the symbol? What is this symbol? This is symbol called summation. Summation of xi into fi divided by
Sir,
sum of all frequencies. Sum of all frequencies is nothing but capital N. Yes, tell me.
sir, what is the value of sigma, sir?
Huh? That is not
Sir,
a volume. That is not value here. That is nothing but summation of all observations. First, what you need to do here is you will be having observation xi and this class intervals. You need to just multiply that fi into xi. Okay, fi into xi. So you'll be having all of the individual observations, right? So this into this, you will get the answer here. This into this, you will get the answer here. You need to add all this stuff here. So that is the, adding all the stuff together is what summation here. There is a no separate, there is a no particular value for sigma. It is not a constant. Yes, in fact it is a constant, but it varies. It will be varies, depends on each and every, I mean depends on the question. It is not like pi something like that. It is different. That is different. Summation this summation is nothing but what? Summation of, I mean sum of all observations here. That is, it does not have a fixed value. Hope it is clear, Sira. Hello. Yes. Here you will have one more concept called class mark. For suppose you have a class, right? Class means not your classroom. Class in the sense the class interval. For that, for finding class mark, you have a formula called upper limit, upper class limit plus lower class limit, lower class limit divided by 2. That is what your class mark, which means, look at this here. So which means what? Frequency. Everyone write this note here. Write the note. Frequency of a class is centered. Frequency of a class is centered as its midpoint called class mark. Frequency of a class is centered as its midpoint called class mark. Class mark is nothing but what? It's a midpoint. Midpoint of what? Upper class limit plus lower class limit. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is it clear? Now we'll talk
yes, sir.
about this is what the data related to direct mean method. Now guys, I think within 1 minute meeting is going to be wind up. So everyone should join again. Next method is what? Assumed mean method. Please, I request everyone kindly please rejoin the meeting, everyone. After 1 minute, not now. Okay. What do you mean by assumed mean method? In assumed mean method, guys, you'll be having a formula. Here, basically, you'll be having an arbitrary number, which is called as assumed mean. So, in this, an arbitrary mean which is denoted by A, is chosen, which is